Imagine 500,000. And look at all these men. They can have sperm for the rest of their living lives. Somebody, a man can father a child even at 80. And we women have to face all the brunt, not only of carrying children, looking after them, and one fine day at 50, we suddenly change and become menopausal. So if you see this cartoon, this woman is whether she is now proposing to the man. So we have a finite number of eggs in us, and these get depleted by the time we are 40 to 41. So there are many women who are concentrating on the careers, and sometimes they say, can we do something? We don't want to get married now, or we are married but we don't want to have children right now. Can we do something? Yes, we can. We cannot stop the ticking of the clock, but we can certainly freeze eggs. And today's technology is a very easy technology. It is just like freezing peas, green peas. In fact, strangely, the first test tube baby in India was created by a very fine scientist called Subhash Mukherjee. The technology that he used was literally like freezing peas because his friend had a factory of freezing vegetables. Nobody believed that Dr. Mukherjee could actually have the world's second IVF baby, which followed hardly a month after the first test tube baby. Dr. Mukherjee was shattered when government officials and others did not believe in him, and he had no recourse but to commit suicide. So that is the irony of people doing good science. Cryopreservation technology is very simple. Basically what it does is the eggs are collected and then the metabolism is stopped and they are frozen in time for eternity. One can keep eggs frozen, embryos frozen for very, very long time. In fact, recently, about 2 days ago, there was an article in the news where a Chinese woman used her embryos rather, 18 years after they were collected. I always tell women who are in their early 30s, this is the time to freeze eggs. Many a time women who are concentrating on their careers come at around 40, 41, thinking that, oh, it's not too late. But once a woman crosses 38, 39, the clock almost comes to an end. And therefore, my advice to young women who are not contemplating motherhood right away is at least freeze your eggs or freeze the embryos so that you can utilize them. You may be 40, but your eggs are at 30. And that is the advantage. They are genetically stronger. It's possible to freeze eggs, to freeze sperm, to freeze embryos, to freeze testicular tissue. The first frozen human sperm was somewhere in the 1940s. This started when scientists had a look at something which was frozen in the snow, and it was actually the semen of a stud horse, and from that developed the whole technology of human sperm freezing. So there are many, many reasons for freezing eggs, for people who want to delay having babies, for egg donation programs, very importantly in cancer patients, women, young women who are struck with cancer and who have to start chemotherapy, it might be worthwhile for them to freeze their eggs or their ovarian tissue. Embryos are easier to freeze. They are smaller than the egg. If you know, the human egg is the largest cell in the body. Because it contains a lot of water, it is more difficult to freeze than embryos. So both can be frozen, both embryos, eggs, on the male side testicular tissue, sperm can be frozen. Having talked of this, I will leave you to think about this, to emphasize. You know, we all, as women, we all look after our children, our husbands, our in-laws, everybody else except ourselves. If we have to go to office the next... One thing that all of us must be aware, that obesity is a cause of many, many problems. Obesity is an inflammatory condition. It can lead to diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol problems. It can shorten lives. You are at a risk of cardiovascular accidents. So one thing one must do is look after oneself, exercise and eat healthy. How many of us have exercised today? Let's see. So what is the mantra for weight loss? It is weight loss and weight loss. That's the mantra. How you do it is also important, but being conscious of what we do. I've lost a little weight of late and I only followed one mantra. One day a friend of mine told me, you want to lose weight? You do this. And that is how I lost a little bit of weight. Because they have very little body fat. Having no fat can also cause problems like lack of ovulation. The lady may not ovulate for months together. So we have to keep in mind both sides of the coin. Today we hear that young girls in their teens are facing this problem of polycystic ovaries. In all our practices we find this. Young girls coming to us saying, oh, I'm so stressed, I'm so depressed because I have acne, I've got hair, my boyfriend thinks I'm ugly, I think I'm ugly. Having pimples, acne is all part of growing up. Please enjoy the pimples, that means you are young. However, please look out for polycystic ovary syndrome, which is a real problem. Particularly, we are seeing more and more girls having this. Girls will present with irregular periods, they may start putting on weight, there may be increased blood sugar, cholesterol, hair, little dark patches behind the neck, and of course sometimes it causes infertility.